Okay, hello. So I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why it's important to study the Old Testament. I did talk to a couple of mature believers, and one thing they kind of said in general was um, that the Bible is like a progressive revelation. I remember talking to Marquise Watkins, and he said, quoting Pastor Tim from Meadowbrook Church, that the Bible is a continuous library, and you need the Old Testament to see why there is a need for Jesus. So, and that's kind of part of that progressive revelation. It says in Matthew 5:17-18, do not think that I have come to abolish the laws of the prophet. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not then smaller letters, not the least stroke of a pen, will be any mean disappeared from the law until everything is accomplished. So that's really important. If Jesus said he came to fulfill the law, well, we have to know what the law is that he came to fulfill. Another reason why is that understanding the Old Testament give us a really idea of the Jewish culture and traditions. So for us to really get why we have covenants, or to get why the Pharisees did what they did, we have to have an understanding of the Old Testament, of the different laws that was in the book of Leviticus and stuff like that. Third, really, the Old Testament kind of told us a need of a savior. It showed us kind of like the evils of man. It kind of magnifies sin, and using the Old Testament, you can only come up with one conclusion, and that is we need a savior. We need salvation. Um, it says this in the Bible that now before faith came, we were held captive under the law, imprisoned under the coming faith would be revealed. So then the law was our guardian until Christ came in order that we might be justified by faith. But now that faith has come, we're no longer under a guardianship, but it was our guardianship. So it kind of showed us that we needed Christ again. It reveals that sin, suffering, and the penalty of sin. And also another one is that it revealed the humanity was created in God's image. It kind of reveals the relationship that humanity has with God. Even at the beginning, we see how God walked with Adam. We see how it says in Genesis 1:26-27, and it says, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish in the sea and over the fowls of the air. So God created man in his own image, in the image of God. He was created male and female. That's really great. We get to see that man and God relationship that we probably wouldn't be able to see it at that level in the New Testament. And the last reason, which is not, it's not least, but it's a pretty good reason, well, life's basic questions are answered in that, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, where did it come from? Well, God created it. So as Christian, there's a lot of foundational information in the Old Testament that we need, and the New Testament alone is not sufficient. So if we understand the Bible as a progressive revelation, we will understand that we cannot get the ideas or really get the full truth without the Old Testament. Thank you.